Yep.
All right, well, welcome to Social Media Power Session. We are here because you are becoming rock stars in the marketing side of your business. There are three things that you want to do really well to crush your business, to build it, to build the lifestyle. You want to be able to network. Oh, the old-fashioned thing of networking. We might have in the old days called that working the room. Right? Like you went to a business function, you went to a church function, right? But if you were at a business function, you know the people that don't do anything. They just kind of sit there because it's scary, right? They sit there at their table. There are 20 tables in the room, and they sit there, and maybe some people come and talk, or they talk to the people that they already know. You're there to you're there to network. You're not just going to, talk to the people that you know, although that is part of networking. I'm telling you, the deeper and more intimately you know the people you know, the more that you can help them, serve them. I had an incredible conversation with a friend I haven't talked to in a couple of years today. We talked for an hour about crypto, about investing, about Forex, about family estates, about legacies, about LifeVantage, about essential oils, because they get a residual income from an essential oil business they're no longer building, blah, 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 blah. And one of those things was, Seth, I love you. Seth, this guy, I just love you. I love your permagrin. I love being around you. We've traveled together to Hong Kong, etc. And it was, that was networking into my own funnel, in a relationship I had. He's like, basically on the table, he put it, I didn't. Maybe I need to look at this LifeVantage thing, see how we can work together, right? Networking. Again, and then there are the people who network at a meeting by just going and giving their business cards out to everybody, right? Right? Just like, hi, I'm Seth, boom. Hi, I'm Seth, boom. Hi, I'm Seth, boom. Hi, and it's just.
Or grabbing everybody else's card.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have your card? Can I have your card?
Exactly. And then there are the people who work the room. And that is, I'm going to get quality and quantity. I'm going to get quality and quantity. I'm not going to talk to this one, maybe good contact for 3 hours, but we'll establish a really great rapport in 30 minutes. And then I'm going to move on. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get quality and quantity. That's the networking. The second thing you want to do really well is marketing. That's why we are here. Your marketing is going to find you new people. It's going to help you find your ideal client, your divine customer. It's also going to reinforce to your network that you really are the real deal. Right? Because your network's actually watching you. My buddy today is like, man, I just love watching your stuff. I watch your stuff. He never says anything. He never engages, but he just says, I just love you. And it hit me. I just love you. Oh, I'm building with him the know, the like, the trust, right? And the third thing is you need to build it. You need to lead. You need to build and lead people. Okay. So we're going to jump into marketing today. What are we talking about? We are talking about stories and highlights. That's what we've been talking about. I'm going to look at some of yours today. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to jump in and show you some stuff really quickly. We're going to just go into really briefly. I always do something super, what I'll call intro, super easy on the easy side. And then we move to some other stuff as well. We're going to make a story. We're going to create a highlight. We're going to learn to edit highlights. And then I want to jump into some of yours and just give you some ideas and some thoughts. Okay. And then if we have some time, I always want to get to some questions. So I'm going to try to bust through what we've got here I'm going to do my part about 10 minutes. We're going to look at your stuff for about 5-6 minutes. And then if we have some questions. Sound good? All right. Great to see you, Rose from the Philippines. No matter where you are, by the way, no matter where you are, utilizing these free platforms, social media to create what we call organic content. Okay. Let me just kind of get to a page where it's not going to be bugging me here. And maybe we won't be able to help. Okay, there we go. We'll go to my profile. Organic content. What do we mean by organic? You are growing it. You are planting this.
Why is no one talking about this?
You are nurturing it. Okay. That's different than paid or placed content, which is advertising, right? Paying for people to watch your content versus just creating it organically and watching it be shared and watching new people come to it, kind of grassroots. Okay. So first thing, you need to learn how to make stories. Okay. You need to learn how to make stories. You need to learn how to make highlights from your stories on Instagram. And then you need to learn to make reels. Okay. Stories can be created in Instagram, shared to Instagram, and simultaneously shared to your Facebook stories. I almost never create Facebook stories. I almost always create Instagram stories, and then they show up duplicate on my Facebook account. Okay. Number two, highlights. Highlights are only in Instagram, and they are basically it is you picking out a grouping or a theme of past stories, labeling them and putting them on your Instagram front page or your profile page. That's what highlights are. And then reels are what we call short form videos. They're anywhere from, 7 seconds to 9 seconds. Okay. I almost always, that's what you're seeing on TikTok. A reel, if you know what TikTok is, TikTok kind of got reels going. Instagram is pushing them right now. I do almost all my creation in Instagram, then I'll save them, and then I'll take them over to TikTok, modify them a little and put them there. Then I'll take them over to Facebook and put them over there. I can't just send it from Instagram automatically to those places. Okay. So that's kind of a little idea, but those are three of the biggest things right now that you really need to know, and start with one. Okay. You don't have to know everything. So let's go to a story. How do you create a story? I'm in my Instagram profile page. There are two ways to get to this. I'm going to show you both. Option number one, yeah, I saw Barbara's eyes. There's two ways to get here. Top right-hand corner, you see the plus sign. Hit the plus sign, and it might give you some options like this. There are options to create various types of content. Now, sometimes you get you'll get this menu on the bottom. All right. So just look, there'll be a menu on the side or a menu on the bottom. That's one way to create a story. I can just click story, and it'll automatically go to my photo album. Okay. And I'm doing all my work on an iPhone 14 Pro. What's the newest one out? Is it a 14 or a 15? I think I'm on a 14 Pro. Okay. Because I think the 15's out. I'm on an iPhone 14 Pro, but this is pretty kind of just general standard between iPhone, Android, iOS, Android. It's going to take me to my albums where I can scroll. I'm just scrolling to see all of my latest pictures, videos, anything there. And I can just click on anything. Okay. Great to have Julietta. Julietta's in Philippines. She's traveling all over there. She's from Sydney, but traveling Philippines for 90 days building her business. Awesome. Julie, what I would recommend is you get your screen on your phone, scroll over on this Zoom to where you get all four people, and then take some screenshots. Take some screenshots of all the different people, and then you can use that as content for your stories, right? Stories are just kind of a, hey, what am I doing today? What am I doing this week kind of a approach, okay? So that's how you can share past pictures in your stories. If I wanted to record a story, I could hit that top left-hand camera and just record it, okay? Another way to get to my stories. See my profile picture up there in the top left-hand corner? If I just click on that, it opens my stories. It's now playing my stories.
Tell me something that you wish more people understood.
And this is just running. You can see that I've got like 5 or 6 pages of my story. If you look at the very top, the top bar there, you'll see it's playing. This is my story today about money. Like that first one was about residual income. Now it's showing all the hyper wallet payments. These 2 books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert. Get that off. But now I'm going to introduce 2 books that I read that affected my finances, right? So I put like 6 little thoughts together, and that's a whole story. CEO Women Changing Lives. That was an old reel, by the way, about what do I wish people knew of me on the beach making money, right? And then It was a little video of me scrolling through my email saying, you've got a payment from LifeVantage today and today and today and today and the day before, or 3 weeks, right? It's just showing people what's going on. And then I recorded a little video today. So all in all, those are stories. They will expire in 24 hours and they'll go into my story archive. But let me show you how to add a story from there. So again, I'm going to click on my picture. Upper left-hand corner, it's showing my stories, but upper left-hand corner, you see that my picture and the plus sign?
Tell me something that you...
Boom, I just hit the plus sign up there. And now it opens my camera and I could record from right here, or bottom left-hand corner of my screen if I wanted to open up a past picture. Boom. So those are 2 ways that you can add stories. You can just click on your profile picture and hit add, or you can go up to the plus sign, okay? So that's stories. You want to have stories because stories kind of let people know what you're doing right now. The other nice thing is you just don't sweat your stories. Don't worry about them being perfect. Just get on it, right? Get on the horse. They're going to expire. You can always delete them if you want, by the way, but they're going to expire in 24 hours anyway. What we've been focusing on, we've been focusing on something called highlights. And a highlight is where you can take past stories, okay? And every story is like about 15 seconds, right? 7 to 15 seconds. If you've loaded videos, it crops those into 15-second segments, okay? So basically think of a story or a page on a story, because you can have multiple pages on a story today. I have like 6 on my page, on my stories today. And again, I recommend put multiple pages on your stories at a time. So rather than telling everybody everything you want them to know in one picture, do 3 pictures, right? Reinforce it. Tell them a story. If I tell you everything you need to know in 15 seconds, you're going to be gone. So I'm going to give you 45 seconds of me because I want you to watch more of me, okay? So the highlight is a compilation, you get to choose, of stories from the past, put in whatever order you want, in a certain theme. So let me show you what that looks like. You see here on my profile, those circles right in the middle, kind of a thing, right in the middle of the page. Those are my highlights. I chose those. I chose those subjects. I chose a collagen highlight and I put it first because that's the first thing I want people doing right now. I want them clicking on collagen and say, what's this collagen thing about? For example, look at it. I'll just tap on it. And fortunately, it's not playing the music because I don't, yeah, good. So this is look at the top screen. Do you see how many pages I've got on this highlight? I put a whole bunch of
one of these systems that's so critical for our health that we see.
I'm just going to advance. I'm tapping so you can just see.
Hello, I'm Astrid.
I've got pictures. I've got some with music. I've got some without music. I've got pictures. I've got my link. Oh, you see there? Do you see my link? Do you see my link in there? That's a call to action. Buy the product, right? So you can just see I've got it, all these kind of things from various days and various weeks and various times that I've been teaching about collagen, like all kinds of stuff. This is my collagen highlight, okay? So in there, I wanted to have a hook. I wanted to have a story, meaning content, and I wanted to have a call to action. I wanted them to be able to do something, okay? Right? And I didn't need to be perfect. Sometimes it's just a jumble of stuff. It might be a couple of hooks, right? You saw content throughout the whole time, right? Educating people about collagen. What do I love about collagen? A hook could be the pictures, you know, the before and after pictures. The hook could be something like, oh my goodness, my skin is amazing. That's a hook, right? I'm getting your attention. And then I've got a call to action. Call to action is buy my product. Here's a shopping cart with blinking arrows. A hook, another call to action could be DM me collagen if you want to know my three favorite things about my collagen. Or DM me the word beauty. Oh no, DM me the word confidence if you want more true confidence when you look in the mirror. I didn't even sell you the product, right? But that's a call to action, a CTA, call to action. Anything inviting somebody to do something, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a highlight. I'm going to show you how to do this from scratch, okay? So what I'm going to do is here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to delete this highlight because I don't need it anymore. So I just delete it. And by the way, how do you delete or edit these? You just hold your finger down on them, okay? Just hold your finger down on them. I hold it there and look, it gives me the options. I can delete it. I can edit it. I could send, watch this. I could send this highlight to a friend. Hey, girlfriend. I promised you I'd send you some of my favorite stuff about collagen. Now, don't spam people, right? But this is kind of like a tool, you know, if you wanted to send it to somebody, you could, right? But let's create a new one. So I'm going to hit that button, new. Okay. And now what this is bringing up all of my past stories. And
I don't have new. That's what things are. Oh, you just hit the plus sign and it made
just
new.
Okay. A plus sign.
Sorry.
And look, I'm actually scrolling up because it's got the most recent post on the very bottom right hand corner. I'm scrolling up. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for my highlights. I'm going to do I'm going to scroll through here and see if you can see every time I click on a picture, it check marks it, right? Blue check mark means that I just added it, and that's going to be the first picture in my highlight. So I want you to see if I'm scrolling way fast here. I know I'm wanting to get up earlier. I want you to see if you can guess the name of my highlight. And I'm looking for something specific because I want it to be the first thing people see, but maybe that's not going to work. So, okay, boom. There's my first one. If you saw, right? You're not going to be able to read some of that because it's kind of small on my screen, but I got that. Let's see. I'm scrolling, boom. Every time I say boom, I'm checking something, and you'll look for that blue check mark. Okay. And scroll. I know what I'm looking for, and boom. And keep going. Boom. Oh, I already had that one. And looking for what I'm looking for. Just scrolling through my stories, and I've got so much here that I'm just like, I'm not picking most of this stuff because I'm picking a certain theme. Okay. Boom. I'm picking a certain theme that I want these stories to fall into. Boom. All right, let's scroll. Okay, boom. There's another one. Boom. Oh, we're all around today. Now I'm going to scroll way back up. I'm going to give you a headache here. All right, I scrolled way back up to March. And by the way, you see it shows me the date that I'm on, right? So now I'm looking through, scrolling, because I'm looking for some very specific stuff. Another one. There we go. Boom. And I'm still looking for what I was looking for originally. Oh, boom. There's another good one. And boom. Boom. Having fun with this. Okay. So I think, oh, boom. There's another great one. Oh, I wish that was at the beginning. Well, I won't worry about it now, because sometimes it can get difficult to change the order of these things. And I don't worry. These are highlights. I'm not worried about crafting the most amazing, perfect thing. I'm throwing snippets in that relate to this theme, and I don't get too worried about it. Okay. So I think I am going to be good with that. If there's anything else I see in 5, I'm not going to let oh, there's awesome. I got that one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're done. Now I'm going to hit next, top right-hand corner. I selected 24. Now I need to choose a cover. Okay. Need to choose a cover. Now I love this cover. Actually, this is actually a really good cover, but I have a theme already going with my stuff. So I can choose a cover from one of these pictures. Like it lets me choose one of these pictures. I could use that as the cover. Okay. I already have a theme going on mine. So I'm going to hit the picture button to the left there on the very bottom left. And now it's going to open up my entire, all my screen, all my photo album. And I found what I want. I want this right here, CEO Women. That's what I want as my cover. I hit done. I'm going to call this something, and I'm going to call this Affirmation, right? Did you kind of see where I was getting these and what I was doing? One thing that's really important to me in my message is I champion and support women to massive success and personal fulfillment in business is the whole mindset thing, right? Ooh, maybe I'll change that. Maybe I'm going to change it to mindset. I'm looking for something that I want to catch their attention, right? So I think I'm going to go, let me ask you, raise of hands, because I can see some of your hands. Which one, we're going to vote on this. If you saw this, would you click on affirmation or would you click on mindset? So everybody that says mindset, raise your hand. Okay, everybody that says affirmation, raise your hand. Okay, I got more votes on mindset. So I'm going to run with mindset. I'm going to hit add and boom, there we go. Do you see that? Now that mindset is the absolute first highlight. It took first place in my highlights now. Do you see that? And do you see what I did is I got some images all with the same color, because some of the best people I'm following right now who are ahead of me in the social media game, theirs looks pretty like this. And I've done it where it's a hodgepodge and the pictures have something to do with the highlight, but it doesn't look pretty. And I think this looks pretty and is functional. So I just showed you how to create a highlight. Now let me show you something else.
It also said that it really highlights what the highlight is about. So you're not distracted by the picture. You're only looking at the titles is what I'm seeing.
Love it. Love it. So I just want to say one thing though. I want collagen to be number one right now. Actually, I might want making money to be number one. But it's like, what am I most important about? But they're sitting at place 2 and 3 right now. So I think here's what I'm going to do. I want to go order making money, mindset, and collagen. So how do I get making money to be the front? I'm going to hold on making money. It brings me up my menu. I'm going to edit the highlight. Now it's showing me what I've already selected. I've only got 5 things in there, right? I'm going to click on stories there on the right. And now it brings up my stories. Okay. And I'm going to think about where is a post where I have talked about making money. Okay. So I'm thinking about a story in the past where I'm making money. You know what? And this, I don't know that this has a lot to do with making money, but this kind of fits in with my message about women making money. So I'm going to click on this affirmation one just for the fun of it, right? Like, don't get too flipped out about your highlights saying, well, what does that have? It's it's like a mosaic. Okay. It's like a mosaic. So I'm going to put this one in there just for the fun of it. You know what? Dress code. I'm going to put this reel in there, my dress code reel, because like that's about me working from home and making money from home, right? Does that make sense? So that kind of can maybe fit in that theme, and it's fun, right? It's absolutely fun. Ooh, there's a picture right there. There's our Mercedes.
You said reel versus story, so the reel can go in there as a story.
It's because I saved the reel
as a story.
No, I saved it to my album.
Okay.
We'll cover this later, but I saved my reel to my album. So it's actually not, it's just a video. It's not a reel. I should say it's not a reel, but it's a reel that that I saved to my album as a video, and now I can share it wherever I want. Because a lot of times I'll take my reels, I put so much work into that, I'll save it to my photo album, then I can share it as a story. Look at this picture of the middle left. Create a lifestyle making a living, right? And there's my water bottle, my computer, a picnic table, and my Mercedes Sprinter because we were on the road. So those are all about making money. Oh, I think here's another one about women making money. So I think I'm going to put that one in. These are all kind of, again, themed, and I might find more, but I think that that's going to do it for me until I have another idea about, ooh, what's another story? Or I can go look, but I'm just going to hit done. And because I edited that highlight, guess what it did? It now put that highlight into the first slot. Does that make sense? Okay. So we've covered how to make a story. Every time you make a story, you don't have to save your story. If you made it, it's in your archive so that when you're open up creating highlights, it will be there. Okay. Here's what I want to invite you to do. And last week we talked about making one. Okay. Make one and get it there. And again, what you want to be able to have, if you notice in my, in this story that I just made about making money, or pardon me, the story about mindset, I don't know if there's a hook. There's some content, there's a story there, right? But there's no call to action. Like there's not one time that I have a call to action. So I might want to think about in the next day or two or week, creating a story that has something to do with taking action, right? And actually I have a couple of ideas of stories that I've done in the past. Oh, I did a story of asking people if they needed help creating their story, their mindset. I could put that in there, right? I want to, in every time you take somebody on a story, you basically want to say, do you want to go to the next book? Do you want to go to the next page? Do you want to subscribe to me as author? Do you want to be a part of my fan club? Do you want to buy my book? Do you want to come to my seminar? Do you want to buy the product that I'm endorsing to help you write a book? Do you see what I'm saying? All of those things, you want to invite them. Hey, do you want to be my friend? Hey, do you want to have a virtual cup of tea and do a book reading together? I mean, right? A call to action for something. So here's where you want to be. You want to have 3 to 5. You want to have 3 to 5 highlights with those components. Okay. I'm going to open up because we're at 6 o'clock. I got to watch the time here. I want to go to Melanie Robbins. Melanie, what's your handle? Oh, there it is. Oh, look at this.
I tried that. That's my only one in there, but I put him in the middle.
Hey, I love Melanie's handle. Look at that. Melanie Robbins _ CEO. Love that. I love that because people, it's a message. Stephanie and I were wearing our CEO shirts in the hospital the other day. Guess what? People literally, this nurse stopped us in the elevator. So I got to ask, what does CEO stand for? Another guy, when I was walking, in the hospital, hey, so I got to ask you, what does CEO stand for? Well, first and foremost, it means I chose to be the CEO of my life. Are you the CEO of your life? Right? Or whatever you want to say. But people see this and they know that Melanie Robbins is not just putting cutesy pictures up here. She got a purpose. She's a CEO. And the beautiful thing about this, any of you can do that with your Instagram handle, right? You can be _CEO, super powerful. And it also kind of binds us together as a team. Nice job. So I'm going to click on that highlight. Love it. So there's Ryan. He's opening. So Melanie's basically done a placeholder. She says, I'm going to start a highlight. She went to her stories. She saved 1 page of a story, and that's it. Okay. Now she can go back, edit that story, and add anything else from the past. She's going to start putting more stories because she's just starting using Instagram. She just started using this, and guess what? She's already got something up there. So Melanie, what I'm going to suggest is in the next couple of pages, which of course this means you're going to need to create new stories. Create a story. Create on a day. Create a 3 to 5 page story on Instagram. hey, I love my collagen. And by the way, you could actually use that video that I posted in CEO Women of you, right? The video I did of the edited video of you, that's bomb, by the way. That's good work. She created good content, and I video edited it to go chop, 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 to be 53 seconds with no pauses, all about collagen. And then at the end, she could just do a still picture with the collagen and say, if you want the best collagen in the world, click here, and then have some arrows to her shopping cart, right? Kind of thing. Then you could take all of those, they're on your story, Melanie. Then you could go to your highlight and add all of those onto the story. So we are at the top of the hour. How does this half an hour go so stinking fast? We don't have any guests on right now yet. So did I record? Oh, whew, I did. I was worried there. So as soon as, if we have a guest come on, we're going to like take a massive switch on this horse, and we're going to turn due east and head toward the mountains. But while we're here, let's just continue to talk about what we're talking about during this. We're now in CEO meetup, but any questions? Anybody want me to look at your highlights? Barbara, you're going to say something. What's going on?
I didn't know you could use a video for that highlight circle. So that was so cool that when you clicked on that, I thought it had to be a still picture. And that was, wow, get going right away. That really,
Yes.
that was impressive.
And that's an example for Barbara. You know what that was? It was a hook. It caught. What is a hook? A hook is something that
Curiosity
is something catches your curiosity, catches your attention. It draws you in by the smell, the sense, the taste, the feel. It's bait on a hook. That's what a hook is. So, and again, a hook isn't for everybody. Like some people might look at that and say, there's a dude with a bottle. I'm out of here. Great. That wasn't the fish you were fishing for. So,
Are you trying to sell me something? Yeah.
anything that you've had in a story, anything, a picture, a video with music, and captions, a still photo, anything that's been in a story is in your story archive and can be used as a highlight. This page. Good. Anybody else? And Faye, by the way, I love your background. It makes me feel like I'm talking to like, some like high-powered executive. It is posh. That is beautiful, by the way.
I'm in a workshop right now with Forbes Riley, and this was what I was in today.
Very cool. Very cool. Anybody else have questions about highlights or stories or what you need to do with yours? Or, what about your hook? What about your content? What about your call to action? Carolee, you can say something?
I do have one. I have a goofy little story I did with my horse today. And it's only two, but it's stills. It's static. So, but I want to talk about it. How do I do that on a story?
Okay. So here's what you do. I'm gonna show you because I think that's just so much better. Mo better. So what I'm doing right now, and everybody needs to invest in something like this. I'm now taking a tripod, a little mini tripod that sits here on my desk. Because I just like being able to film without always having my arm here. I just like that as possible. So I just put my phone that I'm going to record with on my tripod. And now I am going to share my screen and start my broadcast. So you should be seeing my phone screen. I'm taking you along with me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to really create some content. One of the things you need to do is you need to start accepting your genius and the little inspirations you get, and simultaneously stop thinking that this is the final edit, that this is the final turn in, that this is the final thesis dissertation paper, because you're wasting too much content. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? You're thinking, well, is that goofy? Well, should I done that? Blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. Do it. Okay. So I had an idea. So Carolee, I'm going to show you how to make a video. It has nothing to do with your horses, but I'm just going to show you. Okay. So I'm going to go here to my home. All right. Here I am in my profile. So basically what you're saying is you've already put up a couple of stories, but now you want to do another video that's going to talk about that, and you're going to use it in some way, shape, or form. Is that correct?
I want to be able to talk on the picture itself.
Oh, so you want to voice over on the picture.
Yes,
Is that what you're saying?
yes.
Okay. So this is something, this is cool. So I'm going to go top right-hand corner. I hit the plus sign. I'm going to create a reel. So I clicked reel. Okay. And by the way, when we get some guests or some people you don't know who join, will you please like take over just so we know, right? We are in Meetup right now, not social media power session. So I'm going to pull so first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to take your picture. Okay. So you're here at the reel creation. I'm going to go bottom left-hand corner. Do you see bottom left? Oh, you don't see bottom left-hand corner. It's out. Oh yeah, you do. There it is. See the bottom left-hand corner where it has it has my photo album and a plus sign. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to add, so I'm going to take a picture that I've taken. Okay. Now I'm trying to think, what are my stories on today? I was talking about money. So let me do this. Okay. So here's a still picture, right? This is just a still picture. I added it. So I took this picture and I added it. All right. Do you get that? I just hit add. Now I'm going to go to audio. You see the musical sign there on the left hand option. I'm going to click that. No, not yet. Let me go next. Okay. So I hit next. And so I'm now in the next version or the next step of creating this. I'm going to hit audio here at the top. And it's going to give me the option to do, look at the bottom menu. I can add music to this, or I can add voiceover. Okay, so I'm going to hit voiceover. And now it's going to record. So I'm going to tap and I'm going to record. Here I go. So here's a look at payment after payment after payment for my own business. I didn't like that. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to discard the latest clip. And I'm going to re-record. So I'm going to screw. Let me ask you this. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? Okay, there it is. That's it. Okay. Now I'm going to hit done. Let me ask you this. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? Let me ask you this. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? Done. Let me ask you this. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? It's going to do this because this is just how. Let me ask you this. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? So watch what I'm going to do. Top left-hand corner, I'm going to download it. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? See the down button? Let me ask you this. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? I just downloaded it. Let me ask you this. What business? And I hit the back button. Whew. Okay. What I just did there. So by the way, that was my own authentic audio, right? So I own the rights to it. It allowed me to download that right there. However, if I had put some music, copyrighted music, which are cool to share in Reels, but if I put some copyrighted music to that video, as soon as I hit download, the download is actually downloading it to my photos. Okay, my photo album. It wouldn't let me down. It would say, I'm going to download this, but I'm going to take all the audio out. Okay. So watch this. I'm just going to scroll up on my phone and I'm going to go to my photos there. And I'm going to go to my photos and boom, look at this. Bottom right-hand corner, my most recent photo. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? Okay. So I saved that. Now watch this. This, by the way, is a theme. This is a theme in what? My stories today. So I'm going to cancel this out. I didn't even make the reel, right? I wasn't really ever going to make the reel, but I needed the reel software, photo editing to be able to take my photo and to add voiceover to it. Then I saved it to my photos, and now I've got this little clip, right? Does that make sense? Which, by the way, I could actually now
I
take.
never would have gotten that on my own because I thought you had to do the music first or do something first because I didn't want to hit next. Wow.
Yes.
It
So
is a
now-
very short time frame though, that you can talk.
Well, that's for a photo. I think it's probably 5 seconds.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
So you can figure out workarounds to that. What if you would have added more photos though? You're going to get more time. So here's what I would do if I were you. Add the number of photos, like find some other photos maybe and add them as maybe it's 4 photos, which is 20 seconds, right? Actually, I would do either 3 or 6. Why? If they're 5 seconds a piece, I think they're 5 seconds a piece, 3 becomes 15 seconds, which is perfect for 1 page of a story, right? Like don't do 18 seconds because then you got a 15-second story and a 3-second story, right? Anyway, watch this. I'm going to hit my picture top left. This opened up my story today. Today we talked about changing every life, CEO women.
Tell me something.
Residual income, making money, books that
I was
make
looking
me
at
money.
pain work until the day.
By the
you
way,
got it. I
are
think
you
that's Warren
open?
Buffett.
Check that out, by the way. Do you see what would you call this right here? The last page of my story. What is it?
Call to action.
It is my call to action. Are you open to creating new income streams? That's a call to action. Yes, 100%. Meh, freedom's overrated. Or yes, but where do I start? Right? I might get 1 or 2 or 3 people who click on anything, folks. I mean, it's not like I get tons of call to action, right? I'm working on that. But this, now guess what?
I love these books. If you've not read them yet, check.
I'm hitting the plus button, and guess what I'm going to add to these stories? I'm going to add this little piece right here. Let me ask you this. What business are you getting paid over and over and over again on? Let me ask you this. I just shared that to my Facebook. Now watch this. If I go into my
Let me
store,
ask you this.
Tell me something.
And now it's the last page of my story.
Let me ask you
Yay.
this. What business are you?
Now, check this out. Now I'm going to go to Making Money Highlight. I'm going to hold on it. I'm going to hit edit, and I'm going to go to stories, and I'm going to put this one that I just did in. Boom, and I done. And now I added that to the very end of my highlight. So here's something I can keep in my mind. If I do a story in the next month about making money, or about mindset, or about collagen, or about your story, you can just see I'm just reading my highlight areas, or about glow. I'm probably going to delete glow because it's really collagen. So I'm going to make a new one, right? I'm going to have 5. I'm going to have 4 or 3, 4 or 5. And by the way, here's a strategy. What if I choose the 3, 4 or 5 most important messages that I have right now, right? Pick the 3, 4 or 5 most important messages I have, and guess what your highlights should be about? Those things. And then talk to mom and I'll be out in a few minutes. And that's called 4-year-olds. Like, think about it. The 3 or 4 or 5 most important things you want to be talking about should be here in your highlights. And shouldn't those be things that you should be talking about in your stories on a daily and weekly basis? And then as you make those, guess what you can do? Add them to the highlight. It's just going to add them to the last page of the highlight. So great question. Carol Lee, did we answer what you needed? Did you get the functionality you needed on that?
You know what? I'm really excited to try it. Yes, that's what I want to do. But I also want to say, I just opened my email. Liquid collagen no longer on back order.
But it hasn't shipped. That's what I got all excited when I saw that, but it hasn't shipped yet. It won't ship till next week.
But I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid.
Good.
I think I'm going to do a voiceover on that. Yes.
There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome.
And how fast we got production, for a short back order. But Seth, when you said you can add a few pictures and voice over them, how do you do that? How do you do multiple pictures like that?
Okay. let's show you. This is what Barbara and Caroline wanted me to show you. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. I'm going to go start broadcast, and you should see this in 3, 2, 1. And let's open up Instagram. And let's go to the plus sign. And what are we going to do? What are we going to create? Or how do we do this? Create a reel. Going to create reel. I'm going to go to the bottom left-hand corner to add some photos. And let's see, what do I want to talk about? Let's see, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about, again, I'm like, if I'm going to do this, let me just create some content, right? But I don't know what I want to talk about yet. So let me just, okay, here we go. I'm just going to make something up fake. I'm going to pick a picture. One, I'm going to add it. I'm now going to go add again. And notice, by the way, this time when I hit add, it took me to where I was in my album already. I didn't have to scroll all the way, you know, because I'm going kind of in a history of my album. I want to scroll up because I am looking for something. I was going to talk about our Sprinter van, but oh, let's do this maybe. Here. Okay, I'm just going to pick some pictures here and just do it kind of randomly. Okay. Now, if I wanted a shorter picture, by the way, see how it's counting at the bottom. This is a 5-second picture. Let's say I don't want a 5-second picture. Let's say that I want a 3-second picture. I'm just scrolling this and holding this here, and it's only going to be a 3-second picture. I'm going to add it. I'm going to go here again. Now I know what I'm going to do. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to talk about here. I'm going to pick a couple of pictures that all have the same theme. There's a picture. Maybe that wasn't even, there's a picture. Boom. Let's see, what else? Picture. I do a lot of videos. Here is a picture. There's one. I'm gonna, it's trying to download it. It's being slow. Oh, there's a picture. Oh, that's a video. There's a picture. Boom. Okay, so I've added a couple of pictures there. Okay. Now you see next. I'm going to hit next. And now I want to show you something. Bottom left-hand corner, I could edit clips. I'm going to hit edit clips. What this is showing me, this is beautiful, by the way. Okay, by the way, this is actually, some of this is, I wonder if it's video. Okay, so edit clips. It's showing me the length of time of each clip. Do you see that? The first one's 5 seconds. The next one's 3 seconds. The next one's actually a video of 1.8 seconds. I can, hold on. I can actually click on it and I can shorten if I want. I'm actually going to delete this one. I didn't want that one. See that? Okay. Does that help, Barbara? So I put these pictures in. If I want to reorder them, I can reorder them. Let's see. I want this one. I'm going to just hold and drag it. I'm going to take this one. And in fact, one of them doesn't belong here. These bicycles do not belong in here. So I'm going to just delete it. Boom, like that. So now I've got 3 pics and I've got a total of about 10.5 seconds. Okay. You see, I've got 10.5 seconds of time. I hit done. Oh, if I wanted to do transitions between them, I could do a transition, right? Like how it moves between the pictures. Watch that. How it moves between the pictures. You can add a transition. What does that look like? Let's hit play. Watch this. See the transition? It's changing how the pictures go from one picture to another. I mean, I'm just showing you all these things. I didn't think of
I
anything.
wondered how all these people have done all this stuff. So now
There you go. It's kind of some fun stuff. I hit done. All right, now I'm going to go to music up top and I'm going to do voiceover, right? Some of my favorite things: sleeping in a teepee, gathering choke cherries in an Indian parfleche case, and doing a spiritual face painting as a mixed blood Indian. And done.
Some of my
Done.
favorite things: sleeping in a teepee, gathering
Okay, I'm
choke
gonna
cherries in an
download.
Indian parfleche case, and
But
doing
my
a
timing's
spiritual
a little
face
off.
painting
It's
as a mixed
downloading.
blood.
It's these
Some of
little
my
things. Oh,
favorite
it's saved.
things: sleeping in a
Okay.
teepee.
Now I'm gonna hit back. Now let's go to my photos. It's an 11-second clip. Let's watch it. Oh, look at the bottom. The microphone is off. Okay, let's try it again.
As a mixed blood Indian.
Play.
Some of my favorite things: sleeping in a teepee, gathering choke cherries in an Indian parfleche case, and doing a spiritual face painting as a mixed blood Indian.
Now it showed a little delay here because of the internet, but on my phone, it won't show that. And look, that's what I did in 11 seconds. You know what? That actually, I could almost put that as a story. It's 11 seconds. That would be one page on a story. Just if I don't have anything, like, why would I put that? Because I'm telling people who I am. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, right? So people buy from people that they know, they like, they trust. This might be something that helps you get to know me. If you're a brother of mine or a sister of mine in the American Mountain Men study, this might be something where you're like, I like that dude. Or you might be like, oh, wow, I'm mixed blood Indian myself. I've just developed some trust. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's just this little simple piece of content actually could be something that I would actually use, and I wasn't even intending to. So that's how you put those multiple pictures together and do voiceover. Is that helpful? Okay. Awesome. Let me check. We're just having a ball here in our in the CEO Power Hour. Let me get back to stop share. All right. Anything else you want to know or know how to, do you feel more confident about creating stories and creating highlights? Okay. I'll tell you a quick story. I was on Clubhouse. I was doing a bunch of meetings, right? That's Clubhouse is I'm glad you're gaining confidence, Heidi. You should have confidence because you are beautiful and you are content. Your life is the content that you need.
And you're
right?
in freaking Hawaii. If you don't have content from Hawaii and surfing and
Yeah, look
Everything.
out. Look out.
Good.
It's coming.
The
I'm
good,
getting
the
over the
bad.
fear. I'm
Good.
diving.
Just do it. Just do it. So I was
I
on
saw your
Clubhouse.
Oprah one.
Somebody listened to me on Clubhouse. She then followed my Clubhouse. Clubhouse led you to Instagram. From the Instagram, from my Instagram, well, let me actually show you. Let's get back to sharing screen. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, she was on, follow me on Clubhouse, hit my Clubhouse bio, and then from the Clubhouse bio, she clicked, it took her to, she clicked on my Instagram profile. She ended up here. She clicked the link there at the bottom of my profile. Do you see where it says, let's connect? It says, let's connect. She clicked on that link. Oh, and this is not going to show because I'm at home. And because I'm at home, I'm on, I've got a filter on this and it does stupid things. But what that would have shown is it would have taken her to what I've got up there today by Rapid Funnel digital business card, basically a link tree. But she clicked on that link because it was right there on my profile. She read my profile and then she read the let's connect and she clicked on that. Okay. And that brought up, it's just taking too long to load, but that brought up my digital business card or my links. And she clicked on one of those links, which was money survey. Okay. She clicked on money survey from there. And that money survey, oh, now I'm gotta get rid of. So she clicked on money survey. And I got a notification and she clicked on that money survey, and then she filled out these questions.
Oh, wow.
All right. And I got this, and I had never even talked to her, but she'd seen me or heard me or, on Clubhouse. And I reached out to her. She's an attorney, by the way, and a health coach, and she bought product. Okay. Pop quiz, business quiz. How many customers? I promote, and you are teaching a duplication model of how many customers, pop quiz. If you get it wrong, that's okay. How many customers should you go create this month? How many? Yeah, Carol Lee's got it. Melanie, yes, Heidi, Barbara, 5. Get 5. Put this on your vision board if you need to. Get 5. Get 5 customers this month.
Looking at your your Instagram stories, and I touched the middle of the screen and I hit meh. So if you see my meh, and I couldn't get it undone, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm learning as I go, but I was
That's
just
awesome.
trying to get a closer look at it, and then I'm like, good. So anyhow, we
That's
learn as
good.
we go. So if
Hey,
you see them meh, that was
Thank you for engaging with my content. I appreciate it.
it will be like, whatever, freak. So
All right.
thank you for
Yes,
this.
Arlene.
This is cool.
Okay,
You're welcome.
so I want to know the next day whether I did in fact get my MVP, and I don't know where to go in order to see. Now I'm thinking I qualified, but then I don't know where to go like the first day of the month to see, yes, you actually did. Is there a place that I'm not knowing about? Because it's racking up as it goes through the month, but then to see, did I do it? I don't know until like I get paid on the 15th or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I would call customer service on that. I'd call the distributor support line, because I actually don't know the answer to that
And they
question.
have not been clear. I've called several times, and it's
What
like, well,
about
they're
the-
working on it. They haven't assembled it yet, or they.
There's
and-
an MVP tracker on your homepage in your
Well,
back office.
The
That's not it?
tracker tracks the current month, like for this month, but then when I turn over to October, it starts October, and I don't know whether I actually qualified for September when it's coming down to the wire and I'm getting that last order in. So that's my question, like, did I do it? I'm thinking I did, but I'm not sure.
By the way, what are the numbers on MVP? For hitting tier 1, it's $100, right? Tier 2 is how much? 500, and tier 3 is?
1,500.
I was looking at another company's, and I don't know all their qualifications. So, I'm gonna play a little gentle, but from what I saw, they do a power of 3. Okay. Similar. And the first they had a $1,500 bonus, but the first 2 levels were 50 and 250, not 100 and 500. So back to how many customers from our plan, how many customers do you want to get this month? Elena was first. 5. Get 5. How many brand partners are you searching for right now that you want to be putting in place? 3. Power of 3. Ingrain that into your mind, lead your people, teach your people, put that on your vision board, get 5. Now, next month, it's going to be get 5, keep 5, right? Get 5 customers every single month, new. That should be a goal, right? That should be an intention. Keep 5 customers. You keep your collagen customers from last month. Every collagen customer you keep, if they're on the 3rd level, you're going to make $27. If you had 5 customers that you kept, there's $27 from collagen cash and 9% royalty. Okay. 27 times 5 is 135. So if you just run the math with me, if you get 5 new collagen, and when I say collagen customers, I'm just talking about Healthy Glow Stack. They could be less. It's fine. This could be with Pro Tandem customers. That's fine. I mean, all customers are good customers, right? But I'm just running the duplication model for the US right now. Rose, we're going to get some collagen in the Philippines. But that would be $71 times 5, $355 for having 5 new customers start on GlowStack this month. Next month, you do the same thing, $355 plus $27 times 5. That's another $135. That's a $490 month from simply getting 5, keeping 5. Okay. That's no duplication. That's just networking and marketing to get sales. Awesome. $490 to get 5, keep 5. I think that's super, super powerful. Okay. I think that's a super powerful model for millions of women in this country. Okay. Millions of women who could get 5, keep 5. Now you teach 3 brand partners, right? Meaning this month you're seeking those brand partners out. That's where your focus is. I'm looking for 3 brand partners, right? 1, 2, 3, you get those. Of course, you make the commissions on that. Make another several $100s. Next month, what do? You teach those 3 to do what? Get 5, keep 5, teach 3. It's just that's the cycle. That's the simplicity. Getting 5 customers. How many of you believe you could get 5 customers? Period. I'm not going to put a time frame on it, because that may be your limiting factor. Oh, I got to do it this month. I've only got 2 weeks left. No, you don't. You just need to get 5. Now, we're going to get really good so we can get 5 in a month. But how many of you believe you can get 5 customers on these products? Absolutely. I believe that too. How many of you believe that you could keep 5 customers? That you can keep 5 customers? Okay. I didn't say keep every 5, all 5, none of the 5 are ever good. I didn't say that. I just said, get 5 new ones and keep 5. Then you've just said, I can create a $500 a month recurring income simply from introducing and keeping people on product. That would take care of 80% of the people that ever come to you to be brand partners. They would be more than happy. We have to change the narrative and the mindset that we have for ourselves that it always has to be a certain way and only one way. Okay. And if I'm not a pro 3, if I'm not a pro 5, if I'm not a pro 7, if I'm not a pro 10, then I didn't make it. That's a false narrative. Okay. $490 a month to do get 5, keep 5 and have fun doing it and look amazing doing it. Hey, that's a huge win. Now, when you start to do the teach 3, how many of you believe that you can find and teach 3 brand partners? Okay, hands went up a little slower or didn't go up. So that's where I'm going to invite you to jump into Deb's stuff. Jump on. Yes, Melanie, I can feel it. I can feel your energy, by the way. And I don't mean just today. I'm talking about it is there. It's consistent. It's recurring. It's like the sun. It's up every day. Jump into Deb's stuff. Okay. Jump into ICANN Institute. Make sure you have a gold membership. It's $34 with our discount. Okay. CEO 50. Get in there where you want to get in. You want to get into Stars in the Sky for Business Partners. That's a neuro tool. Okay. Or get onto the CEO page, the CEO YouTube page, and do the Pro 3 neuro tool. I'm working on 5, 7, and 10. I'm working on it. Okay. I'm going to get those out for you. But if you don't believe, if that's where you're getting hung up, because I'm going to tell you, if you'll do 5 this month, do 5 and 3, and that's next month, do 5, 5, 3. Month 1, you'll be a Pro 1. Okay. That's all you need to be, a Pro 1 with 5 customers and 3 distributors. You'll be the strongest Pro 1 in the flipping company. Okay. And you'll make $781. If you duplicated that, you did your 5, you kept your 5, you taught your 3 to go get their 5 the first month, right? And then get their 3, right? You're not finding 3 new distributors every single month. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying get 5 new ones every month, keep 5, at least 5 every month, and teach 3 people to start that process. Month 1, you'll be Pro 1. Month 2, you'd be Pro 3. Month 3, you'd be Pro 5. and month 5, you'd be Pro 7 with perfect duplication. It's a very powerful model. How do you do such a model? Well, you don't worry about month 5. You take charge of today and say, I'm going to go get 5 and teach 3. So thank you for jamming with me today. It's been amazing. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to do something really quickly. I want you to think of just one thing that you are absolutely grateful for in this business in one or 2 words, right? No sentences, no long stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna we're gonna go. I'm gonna give you the order. Okay, and we're just gonna have some fun with this super quick. So one thing that this business has given you. I just want, what's like stream of conscious? What's one thing, one takeaway? You know, one valuable thing that you've gotten from this business. Ready, set, go. Barbara, you're up.
Growth.
Carolee.
Meaningful relationships.
Oh,
Hold on, pause. I'll be right with you.
I thought it was one word. I wanted to say 2. See, I've limited myself.
What would you say for 2 then, Barbara?
Well, personal growth and
I
expansion.
was going to say amazing friends that lift each other up.
Yeah,
That's
community,
how many words?
community.
Perfect word, perfect word.
We are women. I think women can say an extra word or 2.
Your hair looks great, by the way, Carolee.
Camaraderie
Thank
is
you.
one word.
Camaraderie. Yes.
I thought about training, free training.
Oh, yeah, this is awesome.
All right, I'm back.
I'm grateful for Seth Mulder.
This is great.
We were brainstorming, Seth.
I love it. I'm coming into Cheryl.
Confidence.
Faye.
Collaboration.
Heidi.
Strong friends.
Love it. Coming into Melanie.
Life, quality life. Sorry.
No, you're not gonna be sorry. You don't need to be sorry. Elena.
Mindset, different mindset.
Love it. Darlene.
Camaraderie.
Jane.
Hope.
Hope. Whew, huge. Rose, can you go camera live and tell us your one word?
Then I let it go again. Why
Great
did you let
learnings.
it go? Because it fit my
Great
finger.
learning. Love it.
Finger did it.
Awesome. Thanks. So here's what I'm going to do. I might take that video that I really made really quickly. I might edit it and then create some content. Hey, I'm super proud.
What's
super
yours,
honored.
Seth? You didn't do it.
Now you're putting me on the spot. I'm gonna say hope. I'm gonna go with Jane. Hope to be a better me. So what I want to show you is that you're the content. I'm gonna take something like that because I think it's powerful, and I'm gonna put that all together in a little quick video that'll probably be like 15 seconds. Hey, what are CEO women? You know, if there were one thing that CEO women are getting out of their business, what is it? I asked a few of them. Boom.
Hey, Seth, did you see the one? I don't know if it must have been the pose that did it, where they went from person to person and they're on their banging on the table, and then the next person. It would be so fun to do something like that.
And they made it into a reel, right?
They made it into a reel.
It's a beautiful idea. Yeah. So you could go like this, right? Right? And all you'd have to do, here's what you could do. You could literally get your phone, and we could do it on Zoom, I suppose. You'd have, like, everybody would take a turn. Okay, we'll go Carolee, hey, my name's Carol, you know, and you get her to be full screen, and then she'd go, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff that you can do. So, all right, I got to get. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.